communication skills, we are added as a that every teacher trainee, we assume that they are the head of the institutions. They are supposed to be well expert in writing documentation. That means writing other notices and other letters and corresponding. So with respect to that, your different activities are suggested, as well as the theory also for that is suggested in that the syllabus. So that first unit is that is communication and the English language skills, communication and English language skills. So this is purely related to the theory of part. Okay, what is teaching from the biggest together regarding this, and the second one is basic the phonetics aspects. Okay, while we are presenting, the phonetic aspects also taken into account and practice that in the classroom, and then for that your vocabulary is very essential for becoming a that is receptive skills and as well as expressive skills. So once they are good at receiving, and gradually that will lead them to develop the productive skills like that. So that is why here that are suggesting that your listening skills and speaking skills. Under the speaking skills, that is your yeah. I request Professor Ravinath Kirmurthy sir support us to enlighten on this paper. So behind this paper, there are great personalities involved to design this paper. So I request Professor Murthy sir please enlighten us.
On the lights.
So as you all understand, there is a great need and relevance of this communication skills in English, particularly for our teachers. So with that background, this communication skills in English has been introduced. I think Dr. Durgeshan sir has already given you the inputs. So you can just go through the syllabus, okay, and then what you can observe is, see, based on our experience in this college and based on the need and requirement that is very much there, because most of the students who come for
current correction
they are not great communicators, but the reality is that to be a teacher you need to be a great communicator, because our teacher happens to be communication. So communication is the strength for us. So unless a teacher is not a great communicator, we cannot be winners in the classroom. Okay, only with communication we can win our students. Only with communication we will be able to inspire our students. Only with communication we can make things explicit in the classroom. So with that objective we have introduced this paper. And then you also will get lot of support if you join that course, Communication Skills by Shema Jose. So in that book, in that course, whatever book she is recommending, we have also, fortunately we have also followed the same book. So in this references, you can see, we have given you the list of references. Okay, in this references, as you can see, there is one book by Sanjay Kumar and Pushpalata, Communication Skills, 2nd edition by Oxford University Press. So the same book she is also recommending. Okay, so communication, as you can see, it is all listening, speaking, reading and writing, oral and written. Two things are there. So the same things we have fragmented and then we have brought this and then put it in the form of a syllabus. And most of the students, as a principal, what I have observed is, when students write a letter, every student has a unique way of writing a letter. There is no format. They will just write one paragraph and then say this is the letter. But they are teachers. They are not normal people. So it becomes very important for us. Forget about the subject, then you will be recognized in the world. So it becomes very important for us that we have to teach them how to write. And the most unfortunate thing of our education system is we don't give feedback to our students when they write. They study for 1 year, write the exam for 3 hours. But do we give back their papers as a feedback and then tell them this is what you have written, please go through what you have written? We only award marks. So the reward is in the form of a number which is marks, but the feedback is not given to them. This happens right from schooling.
Yes.
They write the board exam, 10th, they never get back the paper. They only get the number. And if they get more numbers, parents are happy, everybody is happy. So our happiness should be based on what we have written. We have to be accountable. What is it we have written? And how can we improve that? Okay? So writing is more important. And unfortunately with the current students that we are getting in EdSec and in our students are not strong in writing. And particularly in English. So an attempt is made here to, strengthen this skill called writing, so that this will go a long way in supporting them and make them good writers. So with that objective in mind, our department has thought very carefully. Okay, otherwise they will also write this paper in Telugu. Evaluation will also happen. So please, you tell them very cautiously that they have to write this paper only in English, not in Telugu. Okay? Okay, alright. Now, communication, the first unit is communication and English language skills. A little bit of attempt is made here to teach them about grammar. Okay? To build the vocabulary, the phonetics, and then the next one is listening and speaking, that is oral communication. And the next unit is reading and writing, that is written communication. Okay? So you can just go through this paper, and we have made it elaborate, because unless we don't make it elaborate, teachers will not make an effort to read, and then that will not get transacted finally in the classroom. To make the transition happen in the classroom, a detailed syllabus has to be made, because we will not have that connect. So we are now in touch with you. We can tell what you have to do. But most of you are principals. So a separate meeting maybe have to be made with the respective teachers, so that that will finally go to the students. Okay? So I think if you have any doubts or any observations, and there are so many books available.
How many activities should be given to the students? Like in every LS and every 4 skills are there, no? How many activities should be included for every?
So need not limit for activities. You're right. because that your motto is developing their community.
It is going, throughout the year the session is going.
For record writes,
Whatever they do, let them write.
One question, sir, it is 50 marks.
Yeah.
And sir said it is 15 and 35.
Yeah.
And you said it is university exam.
Yeah.
So is it a practical or is it a theory?
Both.
Theory is a written exam.
35 marks.
35 marks would be written exam. 15 would be the college
Internal.
activity.
Internal.
The written exam will be allowed with the other exams, other theory exams.
There is no practical actual demonstration. You have to write.
One doubt, sir.
Okay.
Sir, just now madam, she said before that we have to conduct both this projects on the same day. One period will be allotted for our weekly thrice one project, and but in the almanac it is mentioned that 30 days for one, 30 days. So we have to follow that, or we can follow this. Okay.
The almanac purpose we wrote days.
One more thing, sir. Like you are saying that for theory exam, we will prepare the students in all the activities, fine. But when they have to write the record for 15 marks, no? So how many? There should be a limit for the activities, no? What they should document.
Every day, whatever they are doing, let them do in a notebook.
Okay.
One more question, ma'am.
Yeah.
So all are must.
Whatever
Yeah.
they are doing in the class, that only will be the record. They ask them to write in the record logbook. We said five.
And also-
papers are only 5. No decorations, nothing like that. Like that,
Okay.
like a book notebook.
One more question. The theory
Thank you.
exam is for 35 marks.
Yeah.
And this is communicative English. So are we testing only the written part of the communication? There is no emphasis on the speaking part and the comprehension part and the note taking and note making, all those things. How are we including that in the entire process?
Everything will be evaluated, madam. Everything will be in the part of the theory paper and also practicum. So in the practicum, we are giving that here 15 marks.
When you give, my issue is my students are very good in writing. My students are not very good. They're very weak in communicating. They are very weak in expressing. So how do I address the?
That's it. Only the strategy behind this is practical. Okay, encouraging. So here, I is one of the.
What will not be tested in 35 marks, you test in 15 marks.
No, ma'am, don't actually see, marks are only a form of assessment. Yes. Don't go by the marks. Marks are not the final thing. Getting the skill is more important. If this paper had been for 200 marks, then it's not necessary that you give more focus. You give more focus, think that it is for 200 marks.
Sir, till last year we had this paper, sir, and we were giving note-making activities, note-taking activities. We were giving the summaries, story summaries, and impromptu we'd give one, stimulus, and we'd ask students to make stories. But all that is gone now, right? How do we include that?
Please continue the same thing.
Who said,
Please
madam?
go ahead.
See, Gomati, when you did
Madam,
all these things.
Madam, there is, see, there are available already. So under that your second unit, let me read out. So under listening skills, your note making is there, note taking is there, and also comprehension is there. So here and also that your speaking skills, that non-verbal communication,
Gomati, 35
and your
one day la test yesterday.
your professional presentations also here to be tested, and group discussions. Under that you give the
But
topic.
like this, we had an opportunity to make the children practice, no, ma'am. That is the
Yes, it is there, madam. Suppose your job interview, mock interview, you can conduct that.
Yes, that's what.
You can conduct and ask them to write their reflections on the record. Okay, you just that year interviewer and interviewer, everyone has to play the two roles and ask them to write their reflections in the form of written expression. And also public speaking, you give the topic, open-ended topic, and the clue topic you give, and that is also related to that your job activities, like what we used to practice that, and conversation, dialogues, and also the debate. So all that nothing is gone, everything is on roll. Please look into that, and you can add some other your own creative, that strategic way you can add and make them very effective communicators, as sir said and elder said. Okay, and also the reading skills. So here you just encourage them to read that your biographies and autobiographies and the success stories of and the great Indian scientists. The books are available in our Telugu Academy also, and the scripts and the reading and reflections. Reading and reflection sharing among your group members. For example, you create the group, you ask them to read that your narratives, like your stories, and ask them to express on their own reflections on the reading of the stories. And the listeners will receive that comprehension and they will develop that reciprocal, like as it is. Then writing skills also. Okay. So with respect to all this, the strategies and models are given in that. Sir, that recently, that is a 7-step ladder also suggested in that. Just to look into that. What are the great the strategies are behind this paper, and engagements also there. Please look into that. Thank you.
So earlier we used to conduct this EPCs in dedicated number of days. So only those days we used to conduct, and then we used to conduct the exam, and then it is over. It is not like that. When you say it is a skill, practice a skill takes time. It takes time for the student to absorb, understand, and practice. And over a period of time, the student will get the skill. So this paper has to be done throughout the year. So every day you have to have this paper in your timetable also. And then you can also see how students improve over a period of time. So improvement is happening before your own eyes. So identify those students who are not very strong. Okay, you can just have observations, and then you can give more activities for those students who are not very strong, and then see how they improve over a period of time. See, finally, by the end of the semester, students should get the skills in reading, writing, speaking, and communication. That is the purpose and objective of this course.
So finally, you're bringing Pranali ma'am's entire concept of Shramana, Manana, and Nididhyasana.
Yes,
So
very
we get
nice.
English, that's it.
Correct, ma'am. Nicely.
Thank you. Thank you, Anshula.
Thank you.
Exactly 5 minutes. 60% people have gone out. They lost their balance. They are left. Those who are still balanced will see that you also lose balance in another half an hour, so that we all can lose balance and go. So actually, now only 5 minutes. Madam will give you a pro forma like this. You can say whether you like it, you want any change. Right? All pro forma like this. You can share all these things along with the whole thing. Am I audible? So that you will see me. Otherwise you will not see. Yeah. And yoga, only 5 minutes. I don't allow Kishore to come because if he starts, morning he can speak on yoga. So only 5 minutes I will speak and then engage him with you, he will do the things. Okay, call him as expert, online, offline, he will come and orient your students on yoga protocol. Whatever you want, he will engage you. Some videos also, some guidelines from the yoga protocol ministry website. I think some of them already, Pranati said she has downloaded. Already Kishore has shared with me, but I could not share in the principal's group. I will share all those things. Guided, you can do, but my advice is there should be a teacher to help them to learn all this yoga. And more so, you already doing this last so many years. So it's not new thing, you can add on to that. And before I go there, let her complete the year teaching. Whatever. The spirit is to have one schedule. 3 people will be observed. That's what she will tell you. You can react, interact, suggest, whatever.
Madam, the intention of yoga is we are focusing on specifically yoga protocol, common yoga protocol. That is.
Yeah. Coming to peer teaching, all of us were calling me regarding this peer teaching. It is nothing but we had 2 aspects in the previous syllabus, that is micro teaching and reflective teaching. So here we are not going to that type. Like here we are going to teach them the skills. Yes, point number 1. And then we are following the period plan, the regular period plan. And many of us are nowadays getting thing like, we have whether to write Unnati plan or whatever it is, but we are sticking on to our old period plan. Okay. And then here we are taking, it is for 50 marks, internal assessment is 10. So here we have to take 5 period plans, first pedagogy, 5 period plans, second pedagogy. Okay, and then total 10. And we are having 30 marks internal for each pedagogy paper. So out of the 30 marks, 5 marks we are giving for this, 10 marks for this peer teaching, 5 lessons. Okay. So you are clear? 30 marks of content pedagogy, 1 biology, studies, mathematics. Out of the 30 internal marks, 10 for peer teaching, 5 period plans. Okay? And second second pedagogy, language. From that 30, you are giving 10 marks. Clear? We are following the same period plan. And then here, teacher is evaluating, teacher educator is evaluating, assessing the training, peer is assessing, and self is also assessing. So we had 3 separate formats, right? So what, just yesterday we were thinking and we were planning to have only common assessment with respect to pedagogy, with respect to with respect to objectives or academic standards, whatever we are writing for the period plans. Whether it is the content and the academic standards are related, there are 3 parts. So what I want to do is we make 2 proformas. Probably we are going with the second proforma. We will share it with you people. So instead of confusion, we are going to have same proforma, which is be used by both teacher educator, peer, and trainee. Got it? And it is a comprehensive evaluation we are going to do. Right from the objective till the evaluation part, the TLMs, everything will be included in that. And that we will share, and any comments, any queries, or whether you want 3, but it is very confusing to have 3 different formats because we are going with the presentation. Yes, we are going to make with the TLMs what they are using and whether they are achieving the objectives or academic standards that we are going to see. So, and how they are writing the plan, and whether the TLMs what they are using are innovative, their communication skills, everything is included in this comprehensive observation evaluation sheet which we have made. So we will be circulating it. So you just give us a queries for that. Okay? So 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes presentation or 10 minutes. It's according to you people, because initially it will be presentation will be less, discussion will be your feedback. So here we want, what we are intent to do is, previously in the when we were doing 1-year course, we had presentations like lesson plan presentations. So teacher used to give us feedback, and we used to write lesson plans and then corrections. So all these procedures now we will be doing in this peer teaching. Okay, it's preparation for the internship, school internship. So is it clear? Any more queries?
Are we implementing Flanders interaction analysis? No, we are doing everything in the class, no?
I think whatever I've included in the evaluation, everything is included. Just it has been just modified in the morning. So I'll be sharing that. It will be a rating scale from 5 to 1. So you can adjust. But the point we have divided it into 3 parts: part A, B, C, and then accordingly you can go through. Any suggestions? Do it as early as possible. Probably by tomorrow morning we will be posting it in the principal's group. Okay.
How many members?
Clear your methodology. Man micro teaching ఎట్లా చేస్తాం అట్లాగేనండి. But we are following the period plan. అప్పుడు మైక్రో టీచింగ్ కి మైక్రో ప్లాన్ ఉండే కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు అవన్నీ ఏం లేవు. You have to go with the period plan. Your own pedagogy students will be observing. They are the peers. అందరు ఉండాలా. ఏదో అప్పుడు 15 మంది ఉంటే 5 కూర్చొని పియర్ ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ అట్లా కాదు. Everybody should. Okay?
It's nothing but micro practice. It's micro practice only.
ఒకసారి
It's not micro skill, micro practice.
Everybody has to wait.
Yes, yes. అంతే కదా మేడం. It's not micro skill, it's a micro practice.
It is a macro practice in the class. We are teaching you nothing but macro practice in the your own institute teaching. That's what I told you. Final exam. I'll give you a hard copy. A few of you can go through it. I got stuck, okay?
The procedure will be same. No? First the teacher educator has to demonstrate, and the student has to observe. And they are
Same, it is same like micro teaching only. But it is a macro plan you're writing. It is a macro period class they are going to take in front of the peers. It's only the experience or training.
Instead of having two separate forms of micro teaching for reflective learning, you
Made it as a
peer
group teaching because we were not like actually benefiting with the reflective teaching.
One plan should cover all the skills.
It depends.
Like we have skill of
No restriction.
No restriction.
What did you teach in micro lesson, micro teaching? You're teaching each skill, you're asking them to introduce two skills or one skill, okay? And what did you tell at the time of micro teaching? The period plan will include all the skills in that. So it's the same thing. It is a macro teaching only.
That means one plan should cover all the skills.
It is not necessary.
skill
It
based.
is not
Not
necessary.
skill based actually. Whatever skill can be encompassed.
It depends upon the topic, concept they take. It all depends upon the thing. It need not be that all skills in one. And what do you mean by all skills? One has given 8 skills, one has given 32 skills, one has given 104 skills. So what do you mean by skills including all this? Mainly your introduction, explanation, usage of TLMs, questioning skill, probing skills, all this. అది part A, B, C, D.
Feedback format.
Part A, మీ pen drive లో ఇచ్చారు.
ఇది 0 to 1 రేటింగ్ మేడం. ఇంతకుముందు
చేంజ్ అయినట్టు డిస్కస్ చేసినారు.
As a regular classroom practice, right? In our teaching there it has to reflect.
అంతే. ఇప్పుడు when we write the period plans, we don't mention the skills in that, right?
Yes.
Same. It's only what you teach, what trainees used to teach in the school after micro teaching and reflective teaching, that they are going to do in peer teaching. No more questions? Any questions, please?
Any suggestions you can send?
Yeah.
The very idea is to see that the students get involved in
Observing other fellow teachers and grasping some good things from the other fellows. That is the idea. Earlier when we were students, we used to make an observation schedule of all 10 lessons taught by our peer group. We used to submit that. But gradually what happened, people started putting big marks. Then we withdrew that practice of observations. So now we are saying again, coming back to the same, everybody should sit. But I have learned, I tell you, I used to sit in physical science micro teaching classes. I am not a pedagogy sessions of micro teaching. I picked up so much of pedagogy from those classes. I tell you, I am not a pedagogy, but I can talk here to regular classes we are doing this. Every day allocate some more students, 5 students, don't make big numbers. And ask everybody if you have 30 students, if you are in pedagogy, those number of students, they may observe. And below let them give their reflections also. One letter, one statement we write, give your reflections on the presentation. So that they will write something very meaningfully, so that they will learn something from other students. Somebody may be good at language, somebody may be good at body language, somebody may be good at facial expression, somebody may be good at writing the lesson plan. We don't know. All these things let us learn from each and every student. That is the spirit of it, right? So for your sake, I think final it is not university exam, it is only internal exam, where a jury of 2 teachers will be there, like any other project we used to do. 2 teachers jury will sit and observe their lessons, each lesson from each pedagogy, 1 lesson from each pedagogy, 2 lessons given 1.5 hours, they will present and their marks will be out. So like that it will be very comprehensive way where they learn and we endorse their learning and also we ensure their learning. These 2 things. So this is all about the peer teaching. Then we can go with the final yoga. I don't want to trouble you because you are already full, bring, contented, absolutely in higher values. Maybe we are all in the abode to see. This God is seen to all of us now. I know it's also dark now.
I don't want to torture anymore, any of you. That is yoga. Meditation we'll do for 2 minutes if you allow me. Non-doing meditation. Relax, then go home after Janaganamana. Shall we do that? Because you can call Dr. Kishore. He is an expert in yoga. And he will also help you even online, early morning, evening, anytime you can fix with your students online, he will attend you, or offline, he will come to your college, but you have to take, inform to his principal and take him as a resource person so that he will not cut by his leaves.
He will not charge you.
ఆయనకు అలౌ చేయాలి ఎవరైనా రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్గా పిలిస్తే లీవ్ కట్ చేయకుండా పంపించండి రైట్ సో ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో హియర్ అండ్ యూ రైట్ ఎ లెటర్ టు దేర్ కాలేజ్ రిక్వెస్టింగ్ హిస్ రిసోర్స్ టు బి దేర్ దెన్ హీ విల్ కమ్ with honor without losing his salary. Okay, so that is my request for all the teachers here. So I deem it that you have learned what is yoga, and main focus of this syllabus is all the students should learn yoga protocol given in the website of Ayush. These web links are there and resources are there. Immediately now I will go to your principal group. You can follow that. Still guidance is required from an expert of yoga called Kishore. He will do, I cannot do that. Postures and other things, maybe not like him. I can do myself. So my whole contention is that all of us relax now for 2 minutes with non-doing meditation. Please close down your eyes. Slightly close down your eyes. Close down your eyes. Relax. And then 2 minutes, whatever thought come to your mind, say okay, throw it out. You may be thinking what to do after going to college, throw it out. You may be thinking what my management will say if I have to conduct the classes, throw it out, say okay. So like that, whatever thought come to your mind for 2 minutes, throw out that idea, whatever is coming to your mind. This has to be conducted in your regular non-doing meditation for about 10 to 15 minutes. Around 10 to 15 minutes, if you sit in this posture and give up all the thoughts saying okay, after 15 minutes, you will start not getting any more ideas in your mind. That is the stage where you relax. And from there, you sit how much ever long you can sit. Then you can focus with concentration. And then you will nicely enjoy giving rest to your mind. We call it as Chitta Vritti Nirodha Yoga. So you will be keeping blank your mind for a while. That will relax thoroughly your mind. So please relax for 2 minutes. Then you can come out after. I'll tell you when 2 minutes over. From now you start. Thank you. This is only just to give a slice of experience. You can do it for 10 to 15 minutes. The setting time for this would be Chiru Akali, Chiru Nidra, Chiru Alasata. You should be very hungry. We are very sorry that it got delayed, and it got delayed to supply. Some of them left without snack. So let us hope that you had this snack now. Eat it. And this is the ideal state time to set the meditation for meditation, and you should sit in one corner, one place only every time. Same ideal time you should set, then you will really enjoy this. Now within 2 minutes, how much silence is there? Really it was so silent, and silence is power and silence is energy. experience that in your meditative concentration stage of your this non-doing meditation. Like that, there are hundreds of meditative techniques out there. This is one sample I gave. You can do it. Thank you very much for all your patience. Have your tea nicely and have your samosa. Then stand for national anthem. Once you finish only, we'll call for national anthem. Don't stand now. Please eat and then stand. మంచిగా తాగండి. హడావుడిగా.
టీ తీసుకో.
Please.
నీకు అలవాట్లేదు.
నాకు అలవాట్లేదు కానీ ఇప్పుడు కావాల్సి వస్తుంది. గరం నీళ్ళు
ఏం చెప్పాలంటే నేను రాలేకపోయినా రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్ నియర్ బై కరెక్ట్ వ్యక్తి అరేంజ్ చేయగలుగుతాను. నేను రాలేకపోయినా రైట్ పర్సన్ అరేంజ్ చేయగలుగుతాను.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒకటి ఉన్నది ఈ టాపిక్ ఎవరికి అర్థం కాదు, ఎక్స్పర్టీస్ లేదు అన్నప్పుడు ఒక దారి చూపించాలి కదా. కారం
ఘాటుంది బాగుంటుంది.
I will share that Friends, some new learning for me from Saroja madam. She said after sunset we should not rise for national anthem. Okay? So if you want, you can have it. Otherwise, today we will take an excuse and stand for national anthem. Please go ahead.
Yes. अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष माघे, गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद.
Thank you very much.